Hi, this is Lauren, and today I'm going to show you how to do a complete Kim Kardashian look using your makeup guide that you got with your Blushies brush set. So basically, I'm going to be using these brushes, going step by step with you through how to do this look. It's a really famous look. Everybody, tries to imitate it, and it's actually not that hard to do once you know some techniques. So I'm just going to get started with actually using my Blushies retractable brush here. I'm just going to kind of place foundation over various parts of my face here. And then I'm going to use this brush to sort of smooth it all out and spread it evenly all over my face. I usually go in circular motions just because I feel like then you get a more even blend that way. And then kind of do little circles to blend it all in. This brush actually makes it really easy to blend because it has a nice big surface level here. So once I've done that, I'm going to actually start already with my contouring and highlighting. So this is what Kim's makeup artist is famous for, but I'm going to show you an even easier way to do it, a more practical way to sort of do it every day too. So I like to use a contour kit. It's made up of powders, contour powders, if you can see here. Mine is kind of cracked and I dropped it, so bear with me. But using powders to contour is a really easy way to get the look without having to blend so much and spend a lot of time doing a full out Kim Kardashian look every single day. So I'm actually going to take this angled brush right here, this Blushies angled brush, and I'm going to put it in a sort of matte, deeper brown color. And I'm going to sort of guide it underneath my cheekbone here, starting at my hairline. And I just work my way back and forth, making sure to use back and forth motions so you get an even blend. Because if you're just working one way, then you won't get that even of a blend. And I even kind of go in little tiny circles, just back and forth, back and forth. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect at this moment, but as you can see, basically the idea of this is that it sinks in certain areas and then you highlight areas that you want to pop out. So to make your cheekbones look higher, you'll want to sink in this part of your cheek and highlight this so it makes your cheekbones look higher. So I'm going to do this on the other side as well. And the powder is really easily blendable, won't leave you with any streaks or anything like that. If you're not in front of the camera every day like Kim is, this is a much easier way, more practical way to do contouring. And usually what I do every day. And I'm going to actually go ahead and take that around the perimeter of my face and my hairline. I always like to take it underneath my jawline as well. It helps prevent any double chins or anything like that. And then you can also take a smaller brush, for example this brush here, and you can contour your nose. So to make it look smaller and thinner, kind of just go along the sides here. I like to tend to also do it around here to make my nose not look so pointy, a little more rounded. And then I'll go back with my other brush and kind of just blend it out. So then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. So for my highlight, I like to use something like this. It's a little highlighter stick. I kind of just take it along the areas that I like to highlight. Usually underneath my eyes, my cheekbones here. Usually do my jawline. And then I'll take this flatter brush here and sort of just use it to blend it. And I'll also use one of my lighter contour colors to help set it and blend it out a little more too. I even like to use my finger to make sure I don't get any streaks too. So you can kind of see it all coming together a little bit more now. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to doing my eyes. So I'm just going to use a little bit of primer for my eyeshadow here. I'm going to be using one of my Naked palettes, the Naked One palette, to get a nice kind of golden Kim Kardashian look. I'm going to start off with one of my smaller flat brushes here to kind of give my eyeshadow a nice golden base. And I'm just going to put this on my lid, not going over the crease. Then I'm going to use one of these sort of smaller brushes to get into my crease a little bit, using a more taupe color called Sidecar. I'm going to put this inside of my crease to sort of define it. These brushes are super versatile too. There's a lot of different things you could use these for. Like you could even use this as an eyeliner brush, but I like to use it sometimes to get into my crease and make like a really nice defined crease. I'm going to take a smaller flat brush here and I'm going to just darken this up in the corner a little bit, just to give a little bit more depth. Then I'm going to take a different brush and sort of just blend it upwards into my brow, using back and forth motions still. So she usually has a nice little shimmer underneath her eye too. So I'm actually going to take my first eyeshadow brush with the gold on it and sort of just run it along my bottom lash line. Makes it nice and bright. So then I'm going to do a nice black line. She doesn't do it super winged usually, but she does use a defined line, which I'm going to use this like pen eyeliner for. So once I made sure that my eyeliner is all good, I'm going ahead and define my brows now. So this brush right here is really great for eyebrows. And so also I like to use a little spoolie to do this as well. So I'm just going to use sort of a neutral matte dark brown. She likes to have her eyebrows pretty dark. So I'm going to even add a little bit of black to my brown, because my hair is not quite as dark as hers, so I don't really want them to be completely black, but I still want them well defined. I just kind of run it along the bottom of my brow and then kind of blend my way up, and then making sure it comes to a nice point on the back here. So once I feel like I filled them in pretty well, I'm going to take this brush here, and it's sort of my way to blend them out a little bit. And then if I feel like any spots are missing, I'll just go back and fill them in. So once I've done that, then I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to use some like sort of glittery highlighter. This brush right here is a really great way to do this. I just kind of put some in the cap here. It's really shimmery. And I kind of just pat it along my cheekbones, just to give a nice little shimmer. So I'm just going to finish this up by blending this look with a nice powder foundation to make sure that I've set my contour and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with this fluffier brush right here. It's a really great way to get a last minute blend in, making sure that there's no weird areas, streakiness, or anywhere that's super dark or too light or anything like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some mascara. She usually uses false lashes, but for now I'm just going to put on a few coats of good mascara. Okay, so then my final step is to put on her classic nude lip. I'm just using some liquid to matte lipstick here. So there you have it. It's a really easy way to get the Kim Kardashian look using your Blushies brushes and some instructions from your makeup guide. It basically gives you a breakdown of all the brushes that you have in your set, how to use them, how to get different celebrity looks. It's a really, really great tool, especially if you're beginning in makeup and don't quite know what certain things are used for. But just remember that your set is really versatile too, so you can use it for so many, like one brush can have 10 different uses. But this is a really, really great starter guide on how to use each brush, you know, how to properly contour, how to properly, you know, get celebrity looks and all this stuff. It's a really great learning tool and a great way to become a great makeup artist and learning how to do your makeup perfectly every day. Definitely read it, check it out, utilize it, and use your Blushies brushes and have fun with it. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial and a little review on the makeup guide, and thanks so much again. Have a good day. Bye.